Low self-esteem. What is low self-esteem? Today I am borrowing a definition from a very great man, a man of wisdom, a man I admire so much. And if you do not know him, hey, check out his context. You will be blessed. This I guarantee you. His name is Apostle Joshua Selman. And he says low self-esteem is the feeling or the mindset that brings a man to a position where he believes or is convinced consciously or subconsciously that he is not good enough, and he is perpetually at a state of disadvantage. And this, I totally agree with him. Like, I agree with him on every word. Okay, so today I have 6 reasons that I have, some of them, experienced myself, that cause low self-esteem, and some of them are from like close people, close friends. Okay, so the number one on my list is lack of exposure. Listen, lack of exposure limits you from getting to know other people, learning to know other cultures, learning a new language. Okay, it limits you from getting to know the world, the beautiful world we live in. It does. And the moment something new like crosses our way, the first reaction is we reject, because we are simply limited. Okay, so the second on my list is our upbringing. How was your childhood as you're growing up? What kind of parents did you have, if you had any at all? How was that treatment towards you and your siblings, the teachers would who were teaching, the teachers, your neighbors, the relatives? How was that? Like, how did that impact your childhood, your growing up? Like, for me, for example, I remember in my life, in my childhood and my teenage life, actually until I was 20 years, I remember receiving 3 compliments in my life, at least that I remember. Okay, and 2 of them were from the same person, and the other was from the person who grew me up. So the thing is, when I think about this, when I remember, every time I remember, think of these compliments, like, the memory is so fresh. And it just, like, listen, if you get complimented, if someone compliments you, it gives you a feeling of self-worth. It gives you a feeling of recognition. They see something in you. Okay, and it makes you just feel good. And I sometimes imagine if I got more compliments. Okay, growing up, I feel like my life would have taken a totally different road. But I mean, that's life and it's the past. I don't know how it was with you growing up. So most of us, like, we get drummed in our heads, in our minds, how unworthy we are, how we are like useless, how of a non-entity we are. Okay, and then this, we hear this over and over again growing up, because we have no choice. It's like, say for example, it's if it's your parents who are treating you that way, or like, you hear things from your friends, from your relatives, and you hear them over and over again. You know what happens then? This goes deep into your subconscious mind, and then you find out that even if we grow up, even if we achieve a lot of things in our adult life, you study, you build houses, you marry the hottest woman around, but you still have low self-esteem. It's because the cause of it has been drummed into your subconscious mind, and unless you trace that back to your childhood, and you trace that back to its root, the cause of it, and work on it, you will still have low self-esteem. Okay, so the next one on my list is dwelling on the mistakes, on the past mistakes and the wrong decisions we have made. So we tend to determine our self-worth based on the mistakes we made, the wrong decisions we made. This is, we tend to gauge our value, our self-value, our self-worth based on that. And this is because we tend to live in the past, in those mistakes, and because we do not work on ourselves and we do not forgive ourselves, and then we miss out the moment, the present life and the future. Because if you dwell on the past, like, you cannot be live in the past and be in the present. You miss out the present, and then you ruin your future. Okay, so very important. The fourth one on my list is ignorance. And hey, I am not insulting anyone out there. Ignorance is simply lacking knowledge on a certain topic or a certain area, or lack knowledge on a certain country. Okay, it's just a lack of knowledge on a certain area of your life. Say for example, you get involved in a discussion with a group of people, group of friends, colleagues, whatsoever, and they're talking about something you have no idea about. Okay, and then at the end you feel stupid. You feel like, my goodness, like I have no idea about what they're talking about. But it's not because you're stupid, it is because you lack the knowledge about that topic, you lack the knowledge about that thing. Okay, and the mistake most of us make, it's like, I don't know about it, so whatsoever. And then tomorrow again you meet the same discussion with different people and you're still in that same state. So what you do, go inform yourself, go acquire the knowledge, and then you will you will feel confident. Okay, you will beat the low self-esteem. So the next one on my list is living a purposeless life. And this is so important. Listen, like, you living a purpose, having no goals, living without a purpose, you not impacting the world in any positive way, is so, you just end up having a low self-esteem. You feel valueless. Okay, you're just among the billions of people in this world, and you're doing nothing. Like, you're not really living the life you're supposed to live, because each and every one of us has a purpose. You just have to go out there and discover what your purpose is. Okay, so the last one, but not the least on my list, is our experiences, our own experiences. Listen, like, so many bad things have happened to all of us, like to so many people. Okay, maybe let's say you've been in an abusive relationship, like you left one relationship after another and all of them were abusive, or you were molested, or even raped, like so many things bad. And I really, like, even what, like, really bad things happen to us, and we cannot do anything about that. If something happens to us, it has happened. The thing is, what you do about that has happened to you, because bad things happen to all of us, maybe at different degrees, but bad things happen to all of us. What do you then do about that has happened? It all, that is what. Okay, so my next video will be on how to be confident and how to build that high self-esteem. Please don't miss it. And hey, give a thumbs up if you like the video at all.